There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Trojans will kick it away to start us off. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be 1-1.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Lawson. Doesn't quite. up to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Washington.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The give from the gun. Makes it past the marker. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? He scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. this defense bow down to Washington. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Williams will pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Harris. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by 7 over Florida. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Handoff from the gun. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. wants to throw on first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Love the grab just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. So that's a nice play by the QB and receiver there.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. On the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's great. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Defense in press coverage. After run, now throw. Looking for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. That ball comes in like that. That's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll try to pop the draw. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. To the air, it's St. Clair. Caught, close to the marker, it's Jordan. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. A design run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Williams looking for a man. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab deep. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the option. Ball is loose. Now the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Oh, he's got some space. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Williams will pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. And he'll run out of just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll run it on first and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll take it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Punt is in the air. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide. And the Huskies are in the hurry up. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The toss to the outside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Makes the catch. It's Napier. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. He lets it fly. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
So now it's second and long. On the run, it's Brink. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's St. Clair. With the catch, it's Brink. Turning it on! He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door first and goal.
The Trojans will try to punch it in on first and goal. They're going to run it. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Got it back on second and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third you're trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, USC! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. Third and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hold and fire complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Hand off from the shotgun. Look out, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Off play action on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The play fake on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Might be changing the route. Williams will pass. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. Able to work into the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Finds a little space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. That's reeled in. It's Harris. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quick completion to the right. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points.
So nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Williams looking for a man. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. And he's knocked down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Trying to pick it up on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch at the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
DB's right up on the receivers. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Right on the money. Going for the goal line. Touchdown Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Dances away to buy time. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Washington. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. The short hands, it's Harris. Inside the 25. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Trying to take it back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. They try to pop a run on the draw. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Williams will pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Trojans. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. They'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Washington right back to the line. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Washington. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Going for it all. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense